course you're going to get a huge paycheck if that's the system of just constantly bringing people into the system to make money for the people on top. And then, yeah, give them a little cut for the top recruiters for keep bringing people in to make their money, which they take and put in their pocket. And they don't. And that's the other concern is like the product development is nothing to speak of because you look at them, they're at $42 million of income, mostly through membership signups in a 10-month period, and they have nothing as far as they have this white label casino, which is their top income grosser, which anybody could come to this website at plus5.com and get as long as they fulfill whatever their requirements are. And they got this i2 Touch, which according to the person doing the presentation, is so out of whack and um, clunky and unpresentable that he wasn't even going to talk about any sort of monetization with it until the end of the month where it's being completely revamped. So $40 million in income, and you can't hire a professional $1 million software company to do your base products that everybody's supposed to be touting. And the Songstagram thing is just like an affiliation. They don't run Songstagram. They don't have anything to do with the development of Songstagram or anything. They're just an affiliate that is going to try to steer people to Songstagram, use it, and produce some customers for them for a split of some of their profits, and that's very much in their infancy. And this is what $40 million gets you. They have nothing else. And then, okay, supposedly some sports book. There's all kinds of sports bookies online. There's not all that much reason to use whatever there. There's going to have some other kind of white label, sports booking type thing, based on how they're doing the casino. Okay, so nothing huge there. And as far as Double Down, the social gaming thing that is like on Facebook or whatever, that's another established company that again is kind of like Songstagram. That's not their company. It's not their software. It's an association. It's um it's an affiliation. So they're going to get a little cut, a little share of whatever profits they produce for that company based on their customer base. Alrighty, you know, and then, but the thing that really stands out as the biggest red flag is that all these things just look like kind of slapped together, cut rate, outsourced things just to say that they have something, you know, because the main thing is to have people sign up, put their money down, and that's where the income is coming from. That is the lion's share. That's basically the entire foundation of the cash flow of this entire company is people paying their membership fees and monthly membership fees, and then the 1995 for the use of the software. Everything else outside of that is minuscule compared to that, and that's where all the big payouts are coming from. And even to take that amount of money, which is around the 72 or $42 million range in 10 months, they they haven't even, this is the big concern, they even haven't taken that money and developed any sort of multi-million-dollar platform or software or any kind of product with that. They just turned around and put that straight into their pockets as payout, not into product development. That's the huge red flag. That product development is a low priority. It's just something to say that they have it, just to tell people, to present something to people, to say, hey, you think you make a lot of money online doing gaming or sportsbook? And okay, yeah, and then yeah, sure, just go get a white label, a pre-made templated thing that's already made for you. Slap your label on it, you know, up here, and yeah, okay, now we have an online casino. You guys can go market that and make some money off that. Alrighty. Um, because the main thing is that I want you to sign up and pay these membership fees. That's where my money and my commissions are coming from. And that's not what you're going to be told when you're in the presentation. And that is unethical. So you try to ask hard questions, you're going to get avoidance. So I'm making this video and putting it out there for people so you can get the full story and not waste an entire 5 days where I had other things to do. I had a business to run, and I got caught up because I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a trusting person, and I had my time wasted completely. And now we're in this big thing of trying to get my money back from them, and we don't even know whether this is going to happen. And they have a 30-day money back guarantee, full refund, cancellation. So if you're still within your 30 days, you can submit a support ticket and ask for a refund and cancel your membership. So something else they won't let you tell you. And and even if you're beyond the 30 days and you're not being told up front what's being how everything's constructed, and that your commissions are based on the people that you're recruiting, and it's essentially their membership fees that are going to pay for you, just like your membership fees paid for the people on top of you. And that's what the main gist of it is. So again, not this. Not only will it not be presented to you, I mean, direct questions of this sort will be avoided, and if you ask too many questions, you'll start to be ridiculed and told that you're not a hard worker, and whatever. So it's just classic peer pressure, hard sell, give me your money or walk out, whatever type stuff. And it's unfortunate because this system is very promising and can produce something like I made in my last video. This can be a very good system if it wasn't so heavy on the recruitment of other people to supply money and cash flow with their membership fees into the company. And it actually developed innovative things that was providing value for the purchase of whatever that is, or the service of providing customers for an online based um, network of commercial ventures. But that they're skipping that because it's just so much easier to blow smoke up somebody's rear end about how much money and how they're going to be a millionaire, and just take their membership fees based on that. And then, well, guess what? Turn around and take somebody else's money, and then you'll make a commission off that. While I'm on the top, getting paid the lion's share of everybody's commissions, and that's where I'm making my money. And I'll keep flashing my money and keep flashing these big checks, and keep telling people, hey, I'm making all this money, and not tell you that all this money, for the most part, is coming from your payment of the membership fees. That's where I'm making my money. Um, and it's completely unethical to be dishonest about that, or evasive about that, and not upfront with people. And if you're in one of these meetings and they're doing this presentation, if they walk up there and say, "Hey, you guys, purchase these packages so that I can make a bunch of money and the people over me can make a bunch of money," and then turn around and sell it to everybody else that they need to pay a bunch of money to get your money back, and then I'll be making the lion's share of that as well, and that's how I make a bunch of money. So yeah, you know what I mean? Go ahead and do that. And you know what I mean? I mean, when you work the numbers, that's what's going on, and then you do your own research. But um, you know what I mean? It's like, how many people are going to sign up for that? Like, no, you can't use my money, and I'm not going to turn around and get my family and my friends' money for you to use either. And then as far as the online casino, okay, come to Plus 5 Gaming and create your own if you want to do that, and just get paid directly from them. Or it's probably the same thing is going to be for the sports book, and whatever. And who knows? They could keep on taking people's money, and strike it rich somehow, and come across something that actually works, that isn't something generic or whatever, and create something and make money, and good for them. I don't want to participate in anything like that. If they get lucky with something like that in the future, just by having a lot of money and associating with people who have technology and can actually produce something that adds value and that creates money. Okay, great, good for them. But right now we need our money back, and people who are trying to think about getting their money back, uh, should pursue that. So here's the trouble ticket in regard to all of this. And then, so the refund policy was described inside of their travel ticket. So you have that here all documented. Um, that, in each case is reviewed on an individual basis. We offer 30-day refund policy. Refunds are issued to the form of payment that was used for the order. So, for instance, I paid with a credit card, so we'll just refund my credit card. Um, so, there's that, and I'm still waiting for that. I submitted the trouble ticket yesterday, which was Sunday, and also created a dispute with my credit card as far as not receiving anything for the payment, and which and there's no actual product or anything to get. It's just a payment for the promise of a future profit. Should continue to bring people into the system, who are also paying money for our promise of a future profit. So that's that. And then so then I updated it, and then so I wanted to make sure, because then I ended up borrowing money from a friend, and she wrote a cashier's check from Tech CU Credit Union. Her name is Lan Wu, and on my behalf, formally considered upgrade to Emperor level, because I had already paid the 600 level. So then she was going to make up the 4,400 to make it to the 5,000 for the Emperor. Again, do not cash that cashier's check. I have withdrawn my interest in this company. Return that check to her. So it's currently in the U.S. postal system, being delivered up to Kentucky, I believe, and we're trying to get either the tracking number or the address it's being sent to be able to get it back from the post office, because it hasn't been delivered yet, and get that sent back to my friend Land, and not cashed. And here you're seeing this, and